Paper is an everyday object that originated centuries ago. Centuries later, with billions more people and endless uses for paper, in the last 40 years, worldwide consumption of paper has increased 400%. Today, paper is used to wrap gifts or put on the wall, for all types of stationery and their envelopes. For decades, it's been expected a store will give you a paper bag. Advanced forms of paper is what photos get printed on, kinda like glossy magazines. And today, humans abuse paper by using disposable paper towels. Point is, today paper is taken for granted, but our use and abuse of paper is a big environmental burden. The raw material to make paper is whole trees, other plants, and wood chips and scraps from sawmills. The wood is broken down into small pieces. Water, heat, and sometimes chemicals are added to separate the wood into individual fibers. A lot more water is added to the fibers, which creates a pulp slurry that is sprayed onto a huge flat wire screen that gets moved through a paper machine. The water drains out and the fibers bond together. The paper is pressed between rolls, which squeeze out more water and press it to make a smooth surface that heaters dry to make the paper we all use. The manufacturing of paper is an environmental burden. It uses lots and lots of water and a lot of greenhouse gas and polluting electricity. With the progression of things, bleaching paper to make it white or dyes for color and even fragrances for smell became common. So these were also manufactured, which means they went through a big polluting process. Then paper gets put in packaging and transportation packaging, which gets transported through a distribution chain until it reaches where you buy paper and paper products. All of this, and most people don't even use both sides of paper before they discard it. Today we use a lot of paper. On average, worldwide, a person uses about 110 pounds of paper a year. People in the industrialized world are at the high end of that average, so they use way more than their fair share. And it's not just the paper you write on. It's paper napkins and towels. It's newspapers and magazines. It's billions of cards and invitations and their envelopes. It's also the copy paper that even environmental organizations use only one side of. This adds up to, yearly, each American uses about 100-foot tall Douglas fir tree of paper and wood products. The packaging industry is a big paper user that needs a major overhaul. A lot of things come in a paper box, like jewelry, Kleenex, shoes, and cereal. Sweaters get put in a gift box, which also gets wrapped in tissue paper. Because someone started it, so others followed until this became standard. Then today, boxes are a secondary layer of packaging that hold plastic containers of aspirin or eye drops. So eliminating excessive packaging will reduce polluting paper production. Recycled paper can be made from 100% recycled material, or it can be a blend of recycled material and virgin pulp. Recycled paper is generally not as strong or as bright as paper made from virgin pulp. The United States Environmental Protection Agency says recycling paper produces 35% less water pollution and 4% less air pollution than making paper from virgin sources. It also saves resources like trees, water, and energy, and it minimizes municipal solid waste headaches. Even better, minimize your use of paper so we aren't manufacturing it, recycled or not. Reducing your use of paper and paper products is easy. First, print things and make copies only when it is absolutely needed, and print only as much as is needed, using both sides of paper. Then don't use paper products like paper towels, napkins, cups, and plates. This saves the paper that these products use, plus their transportation packaging. Then use reusable gift wrapping, like reusable bags, or better yet, skip the wrapping. Use the back sides of envelopes you've received for lists and notes. There are many more ways to reduce your use of paper and all the processes it takes to get paper and paper products in your hands. So be a good global citizen and respect paper.